Hi, I'm Troy Logan with Strike First Self-Defense. And for some of you, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. Today we're going to be working on another combative or strike called round kick. Round kick. Now we've done some previous segments where we've done side kick, advancing side kick, but now we're going to do another long range weapon called round kick. Okay? Remember, kicks are more long range, whereas punches, palm strikes, hammer fists are more mid range, elbows, knees are more short range. What I mean by that, the distance between you and the attacker. So we're going to do round kicks now. And as always, I'm going to demonstrate real speed, and then I'll break it down, go slow, break down the mechanics of the strike, and then explain it. So this is what a round kick looks like. Here. So, as you can see, the name implies it as well, I'm kicking in somewhat a round circular fashion, right? If this is an attacker in front of me, this kick is not going straight forward like front kick vertical target if you've done that kick in the previous segment. This kick is going around in a more circular fashion, striking the attacker. I can be striking the knee, I can certainly strike the ribs. You can strike the head if you have the flexibility. Don't suggest that, especially in a self-defense situation. We don't want to kick too high. There's a lot of risk with that, leg getting caught, slipping on the ground. So more to the legs or torso. But when I strike, the important part of this is the striking surface. I don't want to do like maybe you've seen in traditional karate where it's more of the top of the foot or the ball of the foot that's striking or making contact. I want most of the contact to be made with my shin. So think about your shin. Nice bone right here running down your leg. That's what I want to strike with. As a matter of fact, when you think about this technique, I like to use this reference point. The top of my foot is region 1. The lower part of my shin is region 2. Top part of my shin is region 3. I want to primarily make contact with regions 2 and 3. Meaning I want this part of my leg, the shin, to primarily make contact. That's going to do the most damage to that attacker when I strike them or kick them with my shin opposed to my foot. Okay? So as I execute the kick, first thing I'm going to do is bring my leg up like in any kick, and I'm bending my knee. Then I'm going to turn my hips, and the way I turn my hips is pivoting the front foot. So think about from this position, if you're watching now, look at my front foot. As I start this kick, the motion, this front foot pivots here. My foot pivots like I'm squashing a bug, right? Boom, just like that. Because when I pivot, it allows my hips to rotate more fully. If I don't pivot, watch this, if I don't pivot, here's my range of motion. If I pivot and open up my hips here, this becomes my range of motion. See the difference, okay? So we want to pivot and open up our hips. The power in this kick is generated through our hips, here. So I want to pivot the front foot as I'm kicking. I'm not pivoting and then kicking, I'm pivoting as I kick, all right? Hands stay up relatively, here's the fighting stance. We're starting from a fighting stance now. I'm going to pivot my front foot, turn my hip over, kick with the shin of my back leg, and then back. So I'm coming back to my original stance. Again, here, slow, making contact, and then right back. Okay? So again, this is not like you might have seen in some other martial arts where I'm doing more of a snapping kick. So it's not this. That's more of a snapping kick, snapping roundhouse kick. We're not trying to go for speed here. I'm going more for power and effectiveness, okay? Because I could hurt somebody potentially with a kick like this, when I'm just snapping it and kicking with the top of my foot or even the ball of my foot. But I'll do significantly more damage if I connect with my shin, right? So here, from this position, watch my front foot turn. I'm in contact and then bring my foot back. Here, turn, and bring my foot back. Here, turn, bring my foot back from the front position. Watch my lead foot, pivot, opening up my hips. Here. Here, turning the hips. Watch the hips. See how the hips rotate? But they're only able to rotate and open from the pivot of the lead foot. Go slow. Bring your leg up, bend that knee. And as you turn your hip over, you're pivoting the front foot. Bringing the foot right back where it came from. Think about always bringing the foot back where it came from, so you end up in a nice, balanced stance, ready to throw another strike if necessary. That is round kick.